Hi everybody, and welcome to our yoga practice this week, which is yoga flow, open the whole of the body. So we're going to begin in seated and just take a few moments to get comfortable, either in cross-legged or stretch the legs out in front and allow the palms to be open to the sky. And we'll just start by taking some nice deep breaths. So beginning to breathe in deeply through your nose, pausing for a moment, and then exhaling long and slow through your mouth. Breathing in deeply all the way down to the tummy, and then breathing out long and slow. And just continue to take a few more deep breaths in your own time. With every new breath in, beginning to breathe in strength. And with every exhale, release. With every new breath in, breathing in peace. And with every exhale, release. And as you continue to take a few more of these deep conscious breaths, just begin to clear your mind of any chaos, any distractions, or anything that's gone on in your day so far. And just grant yourself this time just for you to be present in the here and the now. And then we'll just go ahead and gently take our right ear down towards our right shoulder, just gently stretching out the side of the neck, just beginning to relax the jaw, and then gently drawing the chin into the chest, and then taking left ear over to the left shoulder. And again, just taking a nice deep breath here in through the nose, and a long, slow breath out through the mouth. Rolling chin all the way back in towards the chest. We'll take a breath in and draw the shoulders all the way up towards the ears. And then as you breathe out, relax the shoulders down. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, lifting the shoulders up. And then exhale, releasing them down. When you are ready, we'll stretch our legs out in front with the toes towards the sky. Take an in-breath, arms up, and then as you exhale, forward fold. And we're going to take a few breaths here, just letting your body settle into this pose. Try not to force anything here. All we want to think about here is creating that length in your spine without rounding over. So if that means we need to bend the knees slightly, then that's okay. Think about drawing the tummy down towards the tops of the thighs. And we'll take one more deep breath here. And then as you breathe out, gently release, coming all the way up. And then onto our knees. So just allowing the knees to be hip distance apart. And we'll take an in-breath, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And again, moving with the breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. This time as you exhale, press the palms together, cross the thumbs over, and go into that side stretch over to the right. And just be mindful that we're not rounding over, so we want to peel that shoulder back. Just start to open up the lungs. Coming all the way back to center. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale slowly over to the left. And begin to breathe into the right side of the body. Coming all the way back to center, we're going to place the fists in the lower part of our back, drawing the elbows together. Take an in-breath, and as you breathe out, pushing the hips forward, lift up through the heart. And just bring the gaze slightly up towards the sky. So this is really opening, really uplifting, energizing for the body as well. You can stay here, or you can tuck your toes under and reach back to take hold of the heels and lift up further through the heart. So just coming into a deeper back bend and just being mindful just to breathe here openly all the way down to the tummy. And then when you're ready, you'll bring the fists slowly back into the lower part of the back and then coming on to all fours. Inhaling for cat, rounding the spine, and then exhaling into cow. And one more time, inhale, cat, and then exhale into cow. Coming to a nice neutral spine, tuck toes under and release back into our first down dog. So just checking in with the body here, make sure the feet are hip distance apart, and you can keep the knees a little bit soft here if you need to start with. And we're just going to stretch out the back of the leg, stretch out the hamstrings. And again, we want to really focus on the length of the spine here, so not rounding over, so lifting the hips up. We're going to inhale, lift the heels high, and then exhale, release the heels down. One more time, inhale, lift, and then exhale, release, heels down. Coming into our first plank, shoulders over the wrists, engaging the core here. Trying not to collapse into the shoulders, so we don't want to sink into the shoulders, push away. And then when you're ready, release all the way down into crocodile. Turning the toes down, inhaling for up dog, and be mindful that we don't lock out the arms, just keep the elbows slightly soft. And then we're getting to lift up through the heart, relaxing the shoulders down. Tucking toes under, release back into down dog. I'm going to repeat that 2 more times, moving with the breath. Inhale, plank. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, release, down dog. And one more time. Inhale, plank. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, release back into down dog. Bringing the feet together so the big toes connect. And bringing the gaze between the hands and slowly start to walk the feet up to the front of our mats. And coming into standing forward fold. So just making sure the feet are together here. And keep the knees soft if you need to, or for a deeper stretch. Taking hold of the backs of the calves or the heels. And just be mindful where you're feeling the stretch in your body. So it could be the lower back, it could be the hamstrings. And then just let go of all tension in the upper back. Relax the space between the shoulders. And from here, we're going to bend the knees, nice flat back, coming all the way up into our mountain. And inhaling the arms up, and then exhaling into chair. And again, inhale, mountain, exhale into chair. One more time, inhale. This time as you exhale, hold it in your chair, squeezing the legs together, nice flat back. If you want to challenge, lift the heels. And again, just relax the back of the neck, relax the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the right elbow to the outer left knee. Coming into your revolved chair. Be mindful not to collapse down onto that leg. You should be able to take the elbow away, so we're really engaging the core. Slowly come back to center, and then over the other side. Breathing deep. So this is really strengthening, very warming for the whole of the body. Coming all the way back to center. From here, we're going to interlace the fingers out behind, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and release, forward fold. Just letting the crown of the head hang down and relax. Maybe you can just gently shake the head from side to side. And then slowly release, bend knees, bringing fingertips down onto your mat, step back with your right foot. Coming into that low lunge. Allowing the left knee to stack over the left ankle, create length in the spine. You can drop the hips down, but lift up through the heart, engage the core. So we should be able to take the hands away. You're just finding your balance here. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring the hands to the heart. Slowly taking right elbow to the outer left knee, coming into our low lunge twist, which is energizing and strengthening. If you want to challenge, you can take your gaze slowly over the left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath here, making sure we're breathing all the way down to the tummy. So this is really cleansing for the digestive system as well. Slowly come back to center, Reaching the arms forward, nice deep breath here. And then exhale, release. Fingertips back down. We'll step back into our down dog. This time, feet together, big toes connect. Moving with the breath. Inhale, plank. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, release back into your down dog. In your own time, again, start to walk the feet up towards the front of our mat. Feet together, and this time just take hold of the elbows, let the body hang for a moment, just reconnect with the breath. And in your own time, soften knees, flat back, all the way up into your mountain. Pressing the palms together, crossing the thumbs, biceps by the ears. If you want to challenge, lift the heels. Take an in-breath, and then as you breathe out, slowly going over to the right. So again, just peeling that left shoulder slightly back. And then back to center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen over to the left. Nice deep breath here. And then as you breathe out, come back to center. Coming back into our second set of chair. And pressing each and every fingertip together. Softening the shoulders, so not straining anything. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, back into chair. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, deep breath in. Breathing out. Hold it in our chair. And take one more final breath here. And when you're ready, gently dropping fingertips down. And this time, stepping back with our left foot. And just checking in with that alignment there. So right knee over the ankle. Soften the space between the shoulders, soften the upper back. So really engaging your core here. Stay here if you're looking after your body, or bring hands to the heart. Moving with awareness on the breath. Slowly take your left elbow to your outer right knee. So coming into revolve twist. Take a few deep breaths here, just grounding into that front foot to help with your balance. Slowly coming back to center, reaching arms forward. Take a final deep breath here. And then as you exhale, release fingertips down and stepping straight back in to that forward fold. Going a little bit deeper into the forward fold now. So I'm going to place the hands underneath the soles of the feet. So bend the knees first. Place the hands under the feet so the toes are by the wrists. Stay here, or gently straightening the legs. And gently draw the chin into the chest. So this is really lovely for just creating space between the shoulders where lots of stress and tension get locked in there. And when you're ready, bend the knees. Nice flat back, coming all the way up into your mountain. Take a nice deep breath in, arms up. And then as you exhale, hands to the heart, we're going to step back with our right foot. Both legs nice and straight, and check that the feet are aligned with one another. Inhale, arms up in line with the shoulders, and as you exhale, reaching over the left hip. And we're going to place the left hand either against the inner shin, ankle, or the floor. And take the gaze up to the right thumb. If it's too intense, soften that front knee a little bit. And then think about peeling that right shoulder back. Taking 3 deep grounding breaths here. Each breath really grounding into the earth, grounding into the soles of the feet. And one more deep breath here. And then as you breathe out, softening front knee to protect your back, coming all the way back up. And we'll switch over to the other side. So right toes pointing out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reaching over right hip and dropping down into that triangle. Taking our 3 deep breaths here. So this is really grounding, really centering for the whole of the body. We'll just take a final breath here. And then on the out breath, soften front knee coming all the way back up. Toes out, heels in, sinking the hips down, resting the palms of the hands down on the thighs. So just thinking about our posture here. If it becomes too intense, you can straighten the legs a little bit, but if you want to challenge, then go that little bit deeper. So raise the shoulders up and back and down, so you're slightly tucking the tailbone under. 3 opening breaths. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And again, nice deep breaths in, getting the oxygen around the body. One more time. Inhale and exhale. This time, on the next out breath, we're going to place the right forearm lightly on the right thigh and reach over the head with the left arm. Really creating that lovely line from the tips of the fingers all the way down the side of the body. And then flowing straight over to the other side. Nice deep energizing breath here. And then exhaling, coming all the way back to center. We're going to straighten the legs, bring the weight into the right foot, bending the right knee and sinking the hips down, raising the left foot up towards the sky. If you're a little bit wobbly, you can always rest the hands down onto your mat if you need to. And if the hands are at the heart, just find a focus point in front just to help with your balance. And then when you're ready, rest left fingertips down and take your right arm over your head. Take a deep breath here. And then on the out breath, release the right fingertips down and reach your left arm over your head. And then on the next out breath, come back to center. So you can either come back up into standing this way, if you're feeling strong, or if you wish, press into the fingertips, lift up and come all the way back up. Inhaling, arms up. And as you exhale this time, bringing the weight into the left foot. So you're on the ball of the left foot and the right toes point up towards the sky. Take a few breaths here. Again, feel free to rest the fingertips down if you need to. And then when you're ready, rest your right fingertips down to your mat and reach your left arm over the head. Take a nice deep breath here. Breathing out, place left fingertips down and reaching over the head with the right arm. One more final breath here, really stretching out the side of the body. And when you're ready to release, we're going to bring the fingertips out in front, push to come up, slowly start to walk the feet in until they're a little bit wider than the hips. The toes point out, the heels in, and release down into your garland. Bringing the hands to the heart. And so if we can, try to get the heels down. If not, that's okay. And then just using the strength in the arms just to gently open the knees, but not forcing anything. And maybe even closing the eyes for a few moments in this pose just to gain all the beautiful benefits. So this pose in particular is really restorative, really healing, bringing more balance to us on an emotional level. So just focusing on the yoga breath here. And if anyone suffers with lower back pain, hip pain, this is really, really healing for that. I'll just take one more deep breath here. And then on the out breath, we're going to reach the arms forward and come into any level of our crane. So for our crane, there's different levels, so do what's right for you. We reach the arms forward, open the palms. Check that the back of the arm is resting on right on top of the knee. And then bring the weight into the hands, check that they're shoulder width apart. Keep that contact with the knee on the back of the arm. This is level 1. Level 2 is to lift the hips and bring the weight into the hands, lowering the chest. So check that you've got a nice secure ledge on the back of the arm. Keep your gaze forwards. Stay here. The next level is to either lift just one foot or both feet and bring the big toes to connect. Keep focusing on your breathing here. Stay there for a few breaths and release if you feel ready to release. You could go into it again, just building up that strength and that confidence. So it's all about just getting the ledge right on the back of the arm. So it's not pressing on the elbow, it's just above. And making sure that the knees are not on the outside of the arm, but right onto that ledge. So you can either rest in child's pose if you're looking after your body, if you want to work on tripod or headstand. There is another variation to get into tripod. So if you're really confident in your crane, then you can go into tripod from crane. But if you're not feeling confident in your crane, then you can go into it the different way. But I'll show you the way going into it from crane. So if you're going into it from crane, come to here. When you're ready to drop into tripod, tuck the chin into the chest and slowly drop the crown of the head down, raising the heels slightly up. And then releasing when you're ready. Or if you want to go into tripod the normal way, hands shoulder width apart, crown of the head comes just in front. So level 1 is here. Level 2, we lift the hips. Level 3, we slowly walk the feet up until we can lift the knee high enough to go on that same ledge that we had with crane. To get the other leg on, creep the toes up slowly. Bring the elbow in and then bring the feet together. If you're working on the next level, transfer more weight into the crown of the head. So push into the hands. The knees will start to lift and then bring them straight together and then back down and then release straight into your child's pose. So once you've got that confidence and that control to lift the knees and come back down, then you can start to work on going into full headstand. So from here, we're going to slide the right arm forward. Check that the knees are wider than the hips. And then thread your left arm under the right and bring the left temple gently down onto your mat. And just take a few calming breaths here. Try and relax the upper back, relaxing all the space between your shoulders. And then slowly release, and we'll take it over the other side. Left arm reaches forward, right arm threads through, just gently bringing your right temple down onto your mat. So this is really lovely, particularly if you're locking in tension in the neck or the shoulders. And then slowly release, coming all the way back to center. Coming onto all fours, knees hip distance apart. Inhale for cat, rounding spine. And then exhaling to cow. Coming into neutral spine. And then extending your right leg out behind to rest the toes down. Left hand comes into the center. Left lower leg goes out to the side. I'm going to open the right arm up and over the head, so coming into that side stretch. Keep pressing into that back heel. So this is lovely for the back, stretching out the lower part of the back. Check you're not collapsing into this shoulder, so really push away from the floor. If anybody's looking to challenge, want to go to the next level, just find a focus point in front And then when you're ready, stacking the feet. Just holding and breathing here. And always release by bringing that knee back down. And then come back to center. Inhale, cat. And exhaling to cow. Coming into neutral spine. Left leg goes out behind. Place right hand in the center. Turn right lower leg out to the side and extend your left arm over your head. Just look down and check that your right shoulder is directly over your right wrist. Find one point to focus on. Steadying the breath, and if it feels okay, stacking the feet. You might find one side slightly stronger than the other. So again, it's just all about practice and patience. And when you're ready to release, coming back to center, taking the knees wider than the hips, connecting big toes out behind and sitting back on our heels. We're going to interlace fingers out behind, squeezing shoulder blades together and dropping chin into the chest. And take a nice deep breath here. And then gently release. Coming on to all fours, we're going to slide our left knee to our left inner wrist and stretch the right leg out behind. So coming into your pigeon, lower leg needs to go a little bit higher if you want a deeper stretch. Or if it's too intense, pull that foot further in. But always make sure that the hips here are level and you're not twisting out to the side. Pressing to fingertips, lift up through the heart. Staying there or coming down onto your forearms. Or if that feels okay, you can drop the chest down, reach the arms forward, press the palms together and just gently bring them back to rest on the back of the head. And we'll stay here for a good 5 deep breaths. Just giving the body a chance just to really work into that hip flexor where we lock in so much stress and tension. Sometimes it's good just to use a little bit of movement, so just gently rocking from side to side just to shift that energy that might be locked in there. And whilst you're focusing on the breathing, try and also focus on relaxing all the other parts of your body. So even though you might be holding tension there in the hip, just try and relax the rest of the body. So relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face and the jaw. And when you're ready to release, pressing into fingertips and lift up through the heart, relax the shoulders, tucking the back toes under, lengthen that back leg. And when you're ready, press into palms and step back into down dog. And just walk out the backs of the legs here. And then we'll come over to the other side. So we're going to sweep right knee to the right inner wrist. And again, just checking in with that alignment. So you should be feeling a very strong stretch already here. If not, then just bring that foot a little bit higher. And either staying there or coming down onto the forearms. And if that feels okay, sliding the arms forwards, pressing palms together and just letting the hand rest on the back of the head or the neck. And just take some nice deep breaths here. You can use the power of the breath to not only stay really present in your pose, but it brings so much more benefits to the pose as well. And if you can think about directing the breath towards any areas that feel a bit tight or tense. And we'll just take one more final breath here. And when you're you're ready to release, press into fingertips, lift up through the hearts, and tuck back toes under, lengthen that back leg for a deeper stretch. And then when you're ready, pressing into the palms of the hands and step back into your down dog. This time with the feet together. We're going to inhale, lift the heels, and this time take a sighing breath out as you release the heels down. So inhale, lift, and then sigh it out as you exhale the heels back down. One last time, inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, we'll gently come down onto the knees and take the legs over to the side, coming into seated. From here, we're going to take hold of the big toes with 4 fingers and thumb. Sit really nice and tall in your spine, perhaps just dropping the chin down slightly. So you can stay here if you're looking after your body. Otherwise, if you want to challenge a little bit, we're going to lift the heels off the mat. But just check you don't start to round over. Keep that spine tall. You may want to stay there or start to straighten the legs. So you really need to think about engaging the core here, using the core to hold it. And if that's enough, stay there. Otherwise, you can work on opening the legs and straighten the legs a little bit more. So you get a lovely stretch in the back of the hamstrings, but the core's working quite hard as well. And then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, release them back down, and come in to our butterfly. So we're going to place the elbows on the inner knees, take hold of the ankles, and draw the chin into the chest. And we're going to draw the knees down, not force them down, but just use a little bit of strength just to gently draw the knees down until you feel a stretch in your body. So this is really lovely for opening the sacral, opening the hips. Again, really common places where we lock in lots of tension. And maybe just gently rock the head from side to side, just massaging out the neck. And then release, coming all the way back up, stretching both legs out. Toes up to the sky. Inhale the arms up, and as you exhale, we're going to cross the arms over and either place the hands on the shins, ankles, or the outer feet, and then gently drop the chin into the chest. So this is really calming and soothing for your nervous system, but it's also cleansing and rejuvenating for particularly the kidneys and the liver. And we'll just take one more final breath here. Try and relax the upper back, the space between the shoulders. And then gently release, coming all the way back up. We're going to come back into seated. So if you began your practice with the left leg in front, switch over to the other side. So we balance things out. Sit nice and tall through your spine. Take a deep breath in, arms up. And as you breathe out, place your left hand on your right knee and take the gaze over the right shoulder. Really relaxing the shoulders. So just a gentle spinal twist. And then come back to center, inhale. And then exhale, coming over to the side. So not only does this keep your back healthy, but all the internal organs as well, helping them to function properly. And then slowly back to center, resting the hands down on the knees. And take an in-breath, draw the shoulders up. And an out-breath, relax. And one more time, inhale, lift. And then exhale, release. And we'll take one more final breath together. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart, and namaste. So well done, everybody. I hope you feeling well and more energized and grounded for the rest of your day or your week ahead. So thank you so much.